university that I got into for grad school. I'm going to be going there for a master's in anthropology, but a 1-year master's in anthropology, which means all 8 master's classes and all my fieldwork and my master's thesis in 1 year. That's a lot of work in 1 year. And I need to get a job and an apartment. But I'm going to Brandeis, and they have really cool stuff. Their speech and debate team is called Badass for Brandeis Academic Debate and Speech Society. Yeah. And they have a farmers market on campus, and they have a lot of really politically involved students who apparently have huge senses of entitlement because they are usually quite well off. But Brandeis was started as a Jewish university to combat the discrimination in major, like, Ivy League sorts of universities with the quota system, you know, where you could only have a certain number of Jews and a certain number of black people in a university. And so Brandeis opened to give really top-tier students an opportunity to get an education regardless of their ethnicity, which is super exciting. And Albert Einstein, who was a Jew, helped establish the university, and Eleanor Roosevelt was their first commencement speaker. I'm so excited! Oh, there's kissing noises over there. Kissing noises. And then I have other exciting news because Brandeis, I don't know if you know this, Brandeis is in Waltham, Massachusetts, which is 9 miles outside of Boston, which is very, very far away, like 3,000 miles far. So I'm gonna have to sell everything I own and fly across the country, and hopefully live in somebody's basement. That's what I'm hoping for. But potentially, the best friend in the whole wide universe and everything, Melanie Matthews, might come with me, which would be super exciting. We could live in somebody's basement with a kitchen barely worth being called a kitchenette, and it would be magical and wonderful, and I wouldn't have to live with crazy people I don't know, and I would have a grounding force in all of my scary master's work plus job. The only downside to this is that I did not get a fellowship, so I have to pay my $40,000 tuition myself, and that means I don't get to teach, which is sort of sad, at least not for the first year. But then hopefully I will move on to a PhD program, and from Brandeis' master's program, they actually select all of their PhD candidates, which is both terrifying because it's basically like a trial year, and interesting because it gives me the opportunity to apply to other grad schools like Brown University, which is sort of my dream PhD program because it's a program in culture and media, or media and culture, and that's exactly what I want to do because I don't know if you know this, but so far I've been studying communities based around vlogs, i.e. video blogging. What's happening right here? Yeah, I know, it's startling. And that is essentially exactly at the intersection of culture and media, though many things are. The banner on their program website has like a bunch of different theorist names and then a bunch of different types of media names, and like it's not exactly the best image that has ever been produced, but it is a really fantastic example of sort of the postmodern location of the program. And while postmodernism has been around for a while now, it takes a long time to have major shifts in the academic community because people have to think what they think and then go to grad school and write their dissertation and then become a professor and get their dissertation published as a book, and then things start to change. And so the fact that a major fabulous university is moving in this direction bodes well for the rest of the academic community. However, a lot of the schools I applied to this time around were not so postmodern, and I think that might be one reason I got into Brandeis and did not get into like anywhere else. It's because Brandeis is very postmodern in their anthropology department, which is a plus. And now it appears that I've hit my minimum time limit, so let's get experimenting.
This was a triumph.